It is an entire vibe here at China Peak. All this snow in the Sierra Nevada. You could see frozen over Huntington Lake behind me. I'm headed to the very top on the chairlift, and time to talk some 49ers. They lost Tarvarius Moore officially yesterday, signed with the Green Bay Packers. Just one of the many depth pieces that the 49ers have lost over the course of the past few days. And to be honest, they're expecting to lose essentially all of them because the way that this team works, I've talked about in other videos and other articles and other tweets, they re-sign their A-listers. They pay money to their A-listers. The B-list, C-list guys, well, those are the guys that other teams are going to overpay for in free agency because the 49ers have such a good reputation. And the way that you stay financially sustainable, don't become the Rams, is don't overpay the B and C listers. You let the draft, you let the comp picks take over depth. So Tarvarius Moore obviously had a safety, had an interception in the Super Bowl against the Chiefs. That was the high point of the Super Bowl, really. It was all downhill from there for the 49ers. And he played a lot of good special team snaps for the 49ers. But they're hoping they can find a reserve safety and a good special teamer through the draft and through development of their own, through more bargain bin free agency. They don't want to overpay for that. Other depth pieces, even guys on the defensive line, the B-list players like Charles Omenihu, Sansom Ebukam, those guys have left as well. And the 49ers are going to have to find a way to replace them through free agency, through the lower tier free agency, and through the draft. It's just the way that things work. I just saw some takes on social media that said, oh, 49ers lost Tarvarius Moore, their team is falling apart, look at all these free agency losses. And no, that's absolutely not the way that it works. Moore was a good player for the 49ers at a certain level, at that special teams level, at that depth level. Third round pick back in 2018. I don't think he ever lived up to the explosive ceiling that the 49ers thought he had with that 4.3 speed coming out of Southern Miss, but he was a good solid player for them. But it's time to move on after that rookie contract is over. And that rookie contract did finish up, so the 49ers have to find a way to replenish players like Tarvarius Moore and others this offseason. That effort, by the way, has already begun, but the big bulk of it is going to happen in the draft where the 49ers have those 11 picks scheduled. They might trade up, to grab an offensive lineman or a premier position in the second round or earlier in the third round, but they still have a whole heck of a lot of picks, and the main focus with those picks is to rebuild that B and C list depth on this roster.